Sports Connection, sponsored by Sterling Chiropractic.
Welcome into Sports Connection, another exciting episode for you all as we are slowly but surely wrapping up spring sports season. Graduation's already happened, so we have spring sports wrapping up here, and we do have an exciting show as we do have some track and field. It's also wrapped up. We have Casey Webb coming on the show later, as well as South Warren Lady Spartans tennis team who did well at the state level as well. But also taking place at state this week is softball and baseball tournaments. Their tournament is a little bit different because they're split into 2 weeks. So we had our first weekend, which was first round, and the quarterfinals. Next week, obviously, semifinals and the finals as well. But I know Brian's excited to get into it because we have a lot to talk about with South Warren and Russell County softball and baseball. So let's go ahead and get into it. We will start with the first game for softball as South Warren took on Elizabethtown, taking that big win 11-2. And you can't help but to shout her out here. McLean Hudson, she had her 22nd home run of the season in this game. She was a double shy of a cycle, and she passed Kaylee Tao for number 1 in the state overall for hits in a single season. She now has 92.
McLean Hudson, who's also a future Marvel comic. Unbelievable. I mean, you know, in all of the Commonwealth of Kentucky in the history of softball, you have the most home runs. I mean, that is just, it's hard to put, but look at this form.
And now the all-time record holder for hits in a single season. I mean, she's only a sophomore.
It's just incredible what she's been able to do, and to know that she's got a couple more years to, you know, Kelly Reynolds has got to be just ecstatic with this. And, you know, going into these semifinals, you know, I think they play Henderson.
Yes, we will get into that in just a short
Well, I was just going to
moment.
say, you know, Henderson is probably, they've got the chalkboard out. They're trying to figure out how do we stop the bats and how do we stop the girls in the circle, because, you know, South Warren, they're just deep and they're just built for this, Lauren.
Right. Also in that first game, Layla Ogden, speaking of in the circle, she started out the game. She pitched 4 innings, had 8 strikeouts. Courtney Norwood came in for relief. She pitched 3 innings, also had 8 strikeouts. That's 16 strikeouts between the two, which is absolutely insane. So let's go ahead into that quarterfinal matchup with South Warren and Lexington Catholic. South Warren only has 3 losses on the season. One of them was to Lexington Catholic coming into this game. And they said, let's do the little Uno reverse here as they took the 1-0 win in this one. Hadley Borders had the RBI single right here that did give them that 1 run that they needed to take the win. Layla Ogden, she pitched 5 innings, allowing 0 hits, 7 strikeouts with only 3 walks. Man. They will advance to that semifinal this upcoming Friday, 6:30 Eastern time, facing Henderson County. South Warren is now 39-3 on the season, which is the most team wins ever in a single season for the Lady Spartans.
Yeah, it's funny you brought. I saw that earlier too when they played back in. I think it was April the 27th. That was 0-1 loss. I was like, if they play like 10 games, it looks like computer code. 0-1, 1-0, 0-1. You know, I mean, you know. And first of all, let's give our co-host Caden Gaylord Day a little shout out. Great video job he did, especially getting that bomb.
Absolutely, yeah. He's in Lexington. He'll be back with those Lady Spartans next week.
He's in his element. He's in his element.
He definitely is. Moving over to baseball, we had Russell County. First game here, they took a 4-1 win over Simon Kenton. A 2-run homer kind of set the tone for the Lakers. Simon Kenton did cut it to a 1-run game. Russell County only had 3 hits in this game, but they came when it mattered. So they got it done 4-1 to advance to the quarterfinal round.
Yeah, and then I think they had to run into those Shamrocks.
So on Saturday, they played Louisville Trinity. Louisville Trinity is the #1 team in the state. It was tied 3-3. Russell County had a rally. They were down 3-0, came back, had a rally, tied it up 3-3 after 3 innings. But then Louisville Trinity took over from there. They did fall 14-3. and were 31-11 overall on the season.
You know, I wonder what the Lakers, method to their madness is. I mean, their success they've had against the fourth region.
Well, it seems like they always know when to come to play, and once region time hits, you always have to watch out for Russell County.
I mean, we know how, the districts around here, how good the play is. And then when you get everybody in the fourth region together, it's a higher level.
Right.
And for them to be able to come in and do that multiple times and go up there says a lot about, I think, is Rex Road their coach? It says a lot about, Rex Road and the staff and just the talent. So they must be really doing a lot to prepare these young baseballers for that high school level, because they've really been turning out some athletes.
So while their season is over, we want to just say a huge congratulations to Russell County for making it to the state level and getting to that quarterfinal round. And finally, we have big announcement here with Katie Eisenbarger, high jump legend, I like to say, over at Western Kentucky. She broke her record twice this season.
Cool.
She now holds the all-time record at 1.88 meters for Western. She jumped a 1.84 to qualify in Lexington in order to go to the NCAA Outdoor Championships. Wasn't her best day. She only cleared 1.77 meters, which was good for 21st place. But she did get honorable mention All-American, and she will now prepare for the Olympic trials June 22nd.
That is so exciting. Anytime you talk anything Olympics, it's such a hard plateau to reach.
Right.
But what a college career.
And while it wasn't her best showing at the outdoor championships, some people don't realize how much it takes in order to get to that level in the first place through all the qualifications and being able to get to that level. So congratulations to Katie, and we look to see how well she does at those Olympic trials coming up.
And come back and you see how far Casey Webb can shot put me in the studio.
Yeah, talk about broken records. We got more to come right here on Sports Connection.